What are we gonna do today?
We're gonna do the. Don't open it. I see blue.
You're gonna do the advent? All right. What color do you think it's gonna be?
I think it's gonna be blue.
Blue? Tom, you have another idea? Julie, what color do you think it's gonna be? Everyone's guessing blue. All right. Well, all right. Let's for fun. I'm gonna guess blue too. And Abby,
I was going with.
we're just gonna go with blue. Katie's going with blue. Philomena, what color? No, you just want someone to open the gate, huh? All right. Let's see.
Let's see. Maria, not do that. Rip it.
It's okay.
It's okay.
Oh, there's Fiji. Ooh, careful, Fidge.
Okay. Come on.
Oh, it's not. No, that's around.
Not blue. But is it pretty? Ooh. I like that. It's very pretty.
Traveling yarn.
Traveling yarn in barnwood. Ooh.
That's not
Look at that. It's
yours.
got brown and gold and tan. What do you think, guys?
I like it. It's really pretty.
It's pretty?
Oh.
Cool. Well, thank you, Rachel. Ooh, Fidji likes it.
Number 21. Wow.
I did it. Finished my Breathe and Hope shawl. Got a little stressful at the end. Do you want to see how much yarn I have left from my 200-gram skeins? That's it. I came really close there. That was a little nerve-wracking. Don't like playing yarn chicken at all. But it worked out. Just these little tiny bits yet left. I should measure them and find out how much. I don't even think this is enough to put like a square in my cozy memories blanket. Oh my goodness. Hello and happy Wednesday. I've got you all set up with a tripod this time so I am not wiggling while I talk to you. We're just started the second sock of this pair, which is my Red Hot DK sock set. I'm knitting this for my husband. There's still a couple sets in my shop if you're interested. So anyway, I just finished wet blocking my Breathe and Hope shawl. And so I've got that all laid out on the dining room table right now to kind of dry. I don't know if it's going to be dry in time for dinner, so hopefully it'll just get the worst of the dampness off. I've got a fan going on it right now, and usually a fingering weight shawl will kind of dry up at least a little bit decently in the first couple hours there. So I'll probably have to move it, but it'll be okay. At least it'll be partially dried. I don't have a whole lot of like large areas in my house where I can wet block, especially something as big as a shawl, because there's just not a lot of big areas around here that don't have a lot of traffic. I probably should have set it up upstairs, but my bedroom floor is not, I don't have a whole lot of floor space up there, and the baby's napping up there right now anyway. So anyway, I've got that blocking on the dining room table for a little bit, just get it partially dried. I kind of made a mistake though with blocking that. So as I usually do, I soaked it in some cool soapy water for about 15 minutes and then rolled it up in a towel to kind of pull out as much of the, well, soaked it, rinsed it off, wrung out as much as I could gently, and then rolled it up in a towel. And when I unrolled it, I saw that there were some orange specks all over the white towel. It's an old white towel, but the white towel that I was using. And on further inspection, I realized that the orange speckles that were in that yarn bled pretty significantly. So now I have kind of orange splotches all over the shawl. So I put it back in the tub and rinsed it off a few more times. I used a little bit of citric acid too to help try to set any of the dye to keep it from bleeding anymore. I don't know. I think I still need to do some more learning about the wet blocking process, because most of my projects over the years have been socks and I don't really need to worry about blocking them so much. I mean, I've had some running of some dye occasionally with some other projects, but it's usually been pretty minimal, and if it's on a sock anyway, it doesn't really matter. I can think of like one other shawl that I had this problem with, like some like neon yellow color that kind of bled a little bit, but this is definitely the most significant bleeding that I've had. For the shawl that I have, it's fine because there's so many stripes in it anyway that I kind of think it blends in okay. We're just going to call it a design element at this point. It's fine. The shawl still looks great. Still very pretty. So I'm not too disappointed there, but I think this is a good lesson to learn on a project where these splotches are going to blend in a little bit better. But if I had done, like, say, a sweater in just that light colored yarn with the speckles and then had it bled, it would have probably looked pretty bad. So, you okay there, buddy? So, I think I need to do a bigger deep dive into blocking. Now, I did look at the tag on the yarn that I used, and it did say to wash cold. But then when I checked the website, it says to spray, to not wet block, and to use a...
Where are my crayons?
I don't know, you gotta go find them. I think they're downstairs. So the website said not to wet block, but to spray a project down with a spray bottle filled with ice water instead. So I don't know if it was the fact that I wasn't using ice water or if it was because I had soap in when I blocked or what, but definitely had some bleeding. I didn't use a color catcher or anything either, which I probably should have used. I don't have any of those, but I know a lot of people talk about those being very helpful. I know McKaylee from Breaking Yarn did a bit of a study on blocking because she had a sweater that she was concerned about bleeding, and she didn't have any issues with the techniques that she used. And I probably should have reviewed that before I blocked this, but I don't know, I really just didn't anticipate there being much problem with this because I don't know, just it didn't really cross my mind too much, and now I kind of wish that I had been a little bit more careful about it. But in the end, like I said, it's okay. The shawl is fine. I think it's still quite nice. And yeah, so that was just kind of a little bit of a struggle today. I'm not so much worried about the towel either that has all these orange specks on it. It's an old towel that we've had for, I don't know, probably 12 years at this point, I think. And it's already pretty beat up anyway. So, oh well, live and learn. That's a part of life, and you just have to detach from these minor inconveniences sometimes, because in the grand scheme of things, a little bit of splotchy yarn dye bleeding is not the worst thing. So I'm going to work on this sock. I have a little bit of time while the little guys are napping and before I need to start thinking about making dinner. So I'm going to work on this and it's going to be a good day. Hello, late night check-in with Lauren. How y'all doing? I'm doing okay. It's been kind of a day. What can I say? That rhymes. Anyway, I'm working on my sock. I just cast this on earlier today, and now I am just about ready to start the heel. I have about, I think, 7 rows to go on here before I start the heel. Haven't had a ton of knitting time on that today. I've kind of had a busy evening. So, yeah, that didn't go quite as knitty as I would have liked. Is that even a word? Like, it didn't go quite as knitty? What does that even mean? Anyway, you know what I mean. But that's all right. It was nice to have kind of a relaxed evening. I spent some time chatting with my husband and just watching some TV with him today. So that was nice to just spend some time with him. So anyway, I'd like to, get to the heel on that sock. And then I think I'd like to do a little bit of my Wool Hobby Advent shawl before I go to bed. So that'll be my plan next. Just catching up on Danielle from Midwest Stitches, watching her Vlogmas that she posted earlier today. That's been fun. And yeah, I think that's about all the excitement that I have for you. Just not a whole lot to talk about. I feel like there was something that I wanted to say, and now that I'm here, I can't remember it. I was a good girl and used my tripod earlier, and now here I am back with the hand and the wiggle, so sorry about that. But, yeah, that's kind of, I guess, it. You know, I have not opened my Advent for today. Do I wait and just open it? Maybe I'll wait. I'll do it tomorrow because the kids really do enjoy opening those with me, and there's been a couple nights this week where I've forgotten about it and opened it up at night without them. So maybe I'll save it so that way they can open it with me since I'm not knitting it right now anyway. Yeah, I think I'll do that. But I have a nice little collection of those bags up in my basket where I keep all my cozy memories stuff. So I am looking forward to spending some more time on that. I think once I get the Wool Hobby Advent shawl done, then I think I will go back to adding a little bit of that, doing like a square a day. I think would be really great. Really, I think I'd like to make that more of a habit in general anyway, to try to get a square of that done most of the time. That would be nice because it's really not that much. It takes maybe 45 minutes for me to do. I'm doing I think a lot of people do a 20 by 20 square, and I'm doing the 23 by 23, which is in the pattern. So it takes a little bit longer, but it's still not that bad. And it really is it's just a nice project. I really do enjoy that. So I have a ton of yarn just waiting for me to add more squares to that blanket. So that's nice. It's a nice thought to think about. So I still can't think of the thing that I wanted to talk about. Maybe I'll remember it for tomorrow. I cannot believe that tomorrow is Christmas Eve. Like, I knew, right about where we are in the month. Like, I've been looking at the date and seeing that we're December 20th, December 21st, December 22nd, and it just has not occurred to me that, well, that means Christmas is just a couple days away. We still have done no decorating besides those couple things that we've done for Advent, which is, typical for us. We usually don't decorate for Christmas until right before. We'll put the tree up on Friday. At least that'll be the plan. But I don't know, like it's been weird. Can we all just agree that it's been weird? But it's all right. Christmas will be here before we know it, and then it'll be time to celebrate and concentrate on some joyful, happy things, because I think we all need a little bit of joy and happiness, because it's been hard for everybody. Let's just put it that way. But I am very thankful for my family, my husband especially. I love him very, very much. Very, very much. And I'm very thankful for my friends who are such sources of happiness and advice and, someone to listen. I have a lot of really wonderful people in my life, and I'm very thankful for that. Very thankful to God for all that He's given me. So despite all of the challenge, there's still so much to be thankful for. So anyway, this is getting really thoughtful at, late at night, randomly wrapped up in my blanket here. So anyway, I hope you all are doing well and that you're finding joy and happiness somewhere, maybe more than just one place. But I guess I will catch up with you all again, hopefully tomorrow. At some point here, I have to edit some of these clips into a video or two, because I think I'm a day behind again, at least a day. Yeah, I'll get to it. So anyway, good night and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.